49ers 4.5-point. This line's actually been moving a little bit away from the Niners. Obviously, a lot of faith in backing the Eagles in this one. But Christian McCaffrey, of course, Matthew, he's going to be one of the most expensive players for daily prices.
There's no question about it. I mean, look, the argument here is like, well, Eagles have a good run defense and everything like that, a good defense just in general. But, if you're on the road, you're going with Christian McCaffrey here. Like, Christian McCaffrey's going to touch the ball 25 times this game.
At least. He has to.
Yes. Right, exactly.
That's their only chance. And by the way, they're 4.5-point underdogs here. So I do think if you're going to pay up for one, to me, the two superstars that I would be willing to pay up this weekend are Puka Nacua and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, there's no doubt that McCaffrey's going to get the workload, and he doesn't even need to be particularly efficient. He was still, the number one player in fantasy, despite averaging 3.9 yards per carry. Yeah. And it might be ugly against the Eagles, but they might not have any other pathway because it doesn't look that optimistic for Trent Williams and Ricky Pearsall. That is why the line has drifted further out in the Eagles' favor. So, yeah, McCaffrey, as he has been all year, will be their alpha and omega.
I think Kittle's interesting in this game as well. Obviously, always has a big connection with Brock Purdy. I feel like that's one of the few weaknesses of the Eagles. They don't defend the tight end nearly as well as they do perimeter wide receivers as well. And as Burks and Flannels says, angry CMC after that last game.
It's quite an avatar.
Yeah, it is quite an avatar. I wonder if,
is that what's her name from
that's
Scooby-Doo?
Velma. I believe that's Velma from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Angry CMC. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure anger is going to crack open.
Yeah, I'm about to say it
against Jalen Carter.
It won't matter too much, but if they don't have Trent Richardson,
he's angry.
He's get them 7-8 catches.
With Brock Purdy under center this year, George Kittle has a 24% target share, averaging over 16 fantasy points per game, 67 receiving yards a game. I do think Kittle has a big game here. My question is, do you think the Eagles can get Saquon Barkley going in this one? Their offensive line's getting healthier.
Right, and this is the game to do it because San Francisco, they're just, not only have they run out of people, you can run the ball against them. They just lost Tatum Bethune, who was the standout rookie linebacker, already filling in for their injured linebackers.
Right. They running on fumes.
Yeah, they're running. Yeah. So Saquon, and that's why his prop is set all the way to still at 81.5. Lawrence.
Yeah. The good thing for Saquon Barkley, at least 17 fantasy points in 3 of his last 4 games, 2 runs of more than 45 yards in his last 4 games. In weeks 1 through 13, he only had 1 run of 20-plus yards. So they've gotten him going slowly but surely. And like you said, Connor, if there ever be a week, this be that week right here versus these 49ers.
I think if I had to take a line on Jalen Hurts passing him, I think take the under. It feels like here in the playoffs, I think he starts becoming running Jalen again. I think they start using his legs, and I
hope so.
I think it's a big. They need to.
Yeah.
They had almost 200 yards rushing in the playoffs last year.
And they had started. They had started doing that the past few games. Prior to the game against the Bills, he had run for 39 and 40 yards. So they're starting to get that going now.
Yeah, with the Niners' run defense, I think there's this idea that Seattle has a good run game because they run it a lot, and it's Ken Walker and Charbonnet gets in the end zone a lot. The Seahawks have not been efficient on the ground at all this year. They use it. Their offense is effective because of the play action that they run off of the run game and the explosives to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Even with that, they did whatever they wanted on the ground against the Niners. At one point, they were averaging like 8 yards per carry on the ground. It's like, geez, the Niners, is there anything?
Ken Walker's never looked better. I mean, he just looked awesome.
What have been waiting for?
Yeah, exactly.
To Connor's point, they don't have the bodies left at all. Bethune going down is just like adds further insult to injury.
I don't think the Eagles try to get cute in this game and just start airing it out all of a sudden. Just lean on Saquon, like you said. Maybe Hurts gets going in the ground game a little bit. We'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
I hope the Niners win this game. I don't think they're going to.
Do you think if the Niners do win this game that Sirianni potentially, there's some noise around him?
No,
I don't think so either, but there's been a lot of chatter.
I think they'll get a new OC.
He just seemed, is he that guy that it just seemed like that every year on the internet? Like,
doesn't do himself
like he literally got to win the Super Bowl because that was it. Because remember, it's man, if he can't get through this NFC Championship.
Philadelphia fans are, passionate.
They hold a high standard.
They hold a high standard.
Sirianni
and he hasn't helped. Sirianni hasn't helped himself, but
Sirianni, another guy. I got no idea if he's a good coach.
No,
I have no idea.
No idea.
Because whenever
he's at least good.
I think he's a good coach.
When you win a Super Bowl, the question is, are you a great coach?
Yeah.
He's a good coach.
I get
the Eagles have all this talent. How he's great, I get it, but The man is
some
a
point,
good
yeah,
coach. I don't know if he's a great coach.
He's a good coach. This is how you know, right? Yes, they got the talent. You take a team with the Falcons, who don't really have that much talent, but they got talent enough to where they should be winning the NFC South, but they didn't. So you got to coach the talent.
The argument is that if you put Nick Sirianni on the Falcons, is the outcome that much different? But by the way, if you put Raheem Morris on the Eagles, do they win the Super Bowl? Like,
I don't think it changes much either way. But the thing with Sirianni,
that's my point.
The reason why I posed the question is that past 4 years, okay, the offense has been great. 2 of those years, those are the years they had Shane Steichen and Kellen Moore, who we all agree are good OCs. In between, Sirianni's an offensive coach. That's his side of the ball.
Right.
Not good. Not good without those 2 guys. So, and the offense this year has just been, it's been very ugly.
We'll Vic Fangio's done a great job on the defensive side of the ball, but Vic Fangio's a legendary DC that's been around forever.
Right. But to his credit, a huge job of being the head coach that nobody ever gives them credit for is who you hire.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Fair.
Yeah.
So I get it. I really do.
That's very fair.
But
he's a good coach.
Aaron Glenn hired Steve Wilkes.
Yeah.
Right? all we do is
Nick
the Jets
Sirianni
defense
also
is laughable.
hired Kevin Patullo, which doesn't seem to have worked out.
But
But he's going to get a mulligan because of the
Brian
2
Johnson.
previous hires.
Right, he's going to get a new guy every year,
Yeah. So next year he's due to hit because he hits
Watch him hire
even
Cliff.
years.
Watch him hire Cliff.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest RotoWorld fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.